Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Eliza at Eliza Journals. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you all something that I've never showed on my channel before, and really I'm going to be showing you all my first Hemlock and Oak notebook that I ever purchased from them. And this is what made me really love the company. The company is based out of Canada, and it's a female ran company. I mean, y'all, I cannot tell you all how amazing their products are, and they're very consistent across whatever they make. So back when I first purchased their notebooks back in 2023, they had the weekly dated and the daily undated and daily dated, and they had dot grid notebooks, and then they had the grid or graph notebooks. So last year I didn't really plan in mine the typical way that people would actually plan in theirs, using stickers and things like that. I pretty much stamped the entire year because I love stamps. So I want to pick this back up next year with one of my journals, because I do not want my distress oxides to go to waste. And I love mixed media, I love stamps, I love distress oxide inks. The inks I use hands down are distress oxide inks because they do very well in the Hemlock and Oak. So you're going to see when I do a flip through of all the spreads that I created in the Hemlock and Oak with distress oxide inks. And if you don't know what distress oxide inks, I can actually just link a couple below, or just put a link below to the Ranger website or the Tim Holtz website and let you look at them. I mean, they're fabulous inks. So there's a difference between distress inks and then distress oxide inks. So I love the oxide inks, because you know, when you add like water or some type of wet medium to it, it distresses the ink. So I absolutely love Tim Holtz. I literally have practically all of the colors of the distress side inks, minus a couple new ones that he's probably come out with that I haven't bought yet. So I'm going to get into the flip through of the Hemlock and Oak. So when you open it up, this has like a black cup front page, and then you open it up to this journal belongs to, and pretty much your contact information. And then you have an index page. But I never even use this. I tried to use this, but I never did. And then if you know anything about Hemlock and Oak, the ones from last year came with 3 ribbons, which I really enjoyed. I think this year they have decreased them to 2 ribbons, which I absolutely hate. But if it's not economically feasible for them to have the 3rd ribbon, then hey. But I really did enjoy the 3rd ribbon. So this is pretty much my January cover page. And as you can see, I used stencils and I used distress oxide ink. So what I typically use when I use distress oxide inks are foundation brushes. And that's in order to get this blended effect. So if you see, it's pretty much like a blended effect. So oxide inks are amazing, especially if you have a foundation brush to really blend the color. So I pretty much use a different color for each color. I use a different brush for each color, but I use that same brush to like blend it in. And then I use some Tim Holtz stencils pretty much to get this look. So this is pretty much inks and stamps. So like the numbers, like the letters, these are pretty much stamps over the distress oxide inks. Okay, and then this is February. I think February was my most amazing spread because I just really loved the shapes. And then I love the colors that I blended. I wish I can go back and tell you which colors these were, but I have no idea, as this was like a whole year ago. And then these stamps, the stamps that I use here is from Illustrated Faith, but she doesn't have those anymore in the shop. So to be honest, I can't even link any of these things below in the description, because I have no idea if they would even have these stamps anymore, because I ordered them from some shops on Etsy, so I don't even remember. And then like these boxes, I have a 24 pack of stencils where it helps you to pretty much create like a layout in like a bullet journal, and I absolutely use those stencils too for these boxes. And then if anyone loves mixed media, these sentiments, out of limitations come creativity, these come from a Tim Holtz like sticker pack, and as you can see, you will see these throughout my planner. And then this as well is stencils, so these are hexy stencils that I use to create this page. So pretty much I use a stencil to create the boxes and to create pretty much the shapes that I planned in. So as you notice, I did write a little bit I did write a little bit bigger last year, because I pretty much had way more space than I do now. So March was also one of my favorites, and as you can see, I was in love with this stamp set because I just loved the florals with the letters. And I absolutely, and some of these are stamps from Tim Holtz, like this person, like these numbers here. And I love mixed media. I'm like a mixed media freak. I absolutely love it. I love to see what I can create. And if anyone wants some inspiration on how to get started with stamping, I'm probably going to like do something like this next year on my YouTube channel. But if you love mixed media and stamping and planners, you should check out Mom Run Craft. And I will link her Instagram handle below in the description. She is completely amazing with her stamps. She pretty much stamps most of her planners. She does have planners that she write in, like her memory keeping planner. I think she writes in that one. But there is a planner that she uses that she strictly just stamps in. So the thing about using stamps is just being creative and having fun with what you're doing. When I use stamps, I'm really not trying to be as serious. Like this here, I was just trying something for this month. I was like, I want to just try something different. I really didn't like it, but I had to make myself like it. And then here is May. So it's just, I just stamped all over. Like, it's just really about having fun and being creative. There are no rules to any type of mixed media. So as you can see here, I used no stickers. I used no stickers at all. And that was really my goal. So if you're into stamps and stamping and mixed media, this is a great way to utilize the tools that you already have. And I know, because stickers can be expensive for people to buy. So if you already have inks, acrylic blocks, stamps, I would suggest using those, because sometimes we get in a habit of, I have to have everything that someone else has. And to be honest, you really don't. And I really challenged myself this particular year to stamp this planner, because I was not really into buying stickers like that. I have tons of stamps, and I literally gave away about 200 stamp sets because I wasn't using them, and then I went through them and I kept all the ones that I knew that I would use. And I love like butterflies, I love textured backgrounds. Circles are my favorite. I don't know why, but I love circles. They're my favorite. So you pretty much see this throughout my spreads. Like this circle here is like one of my favorites. So it's just amazing that I actually just stamped in this notebook. To be honest, I haven't even looked at this since the end of last year sometime. And I think this is literally one of my favorite pages. I try not to really touch on it because the thing about distressed oxide inks, it dries but it doesn't dry. So this page took me about 10 minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes maybe to pretty much do the background and then to do all the stamping. So you can be very creative just like this when you stamp. So I love animal stamps. I think they're so pretty. So I may be able to link below one shop that may still have this stamp set, which is Sweet and Sassy Stamps. It's really like a faith-based stationery company that pretty much cater to the stamping community. And then this is September, and if anyone knows me, knows that I absolutely love mushrooms. I love mushroom stamps. I absolutely love mushroom stamps. And as you can see, I pretty much coordinated the colors for the entire month to make sure that they matched. And then they matched like all of my mild liners and things like that, because I love when things are very cohesive. And then I think this page was actually featured on Hemlock and Oak's Instagram last year, October sometime. So I went with like a coffee theme. And who doesn't love coffee, right? And I was very committed to this. Like I never missed a day. I never missed a week of planning in this. And as you can see, I wrote a lot bigger because the grid is so much bigger. So it was like I was making myself write bigger than what I really wrote like. So this is another one of my favorite cover pages for November. I absolutely loved doing this one. And as you can see, I tried to make all the months different colors and different color combinations so that I wouldn't use colors that were the same. And then I tried to match my mild liners or my brush markers with the colors of the distress inks. So some of these I did use some stickers here, and that's only because I was just really trying to use that sticker pack. And then this is December. Of course I tried to coordinate the colors, but I don't know. This spread I ended up, like, you probably can't see, but if you hear that, I messed up the first. Okay, so what happened? So pretty much, if you open this page up, I messed up well, I didn't mess up. It was just, I didn't like the way the spread looked, so I taped it together. I just put some glue on it and then stuck it together. So that's why it's like so thick. And then I just did this one as well. And then I just ended up doing this, something simple. I think I was just trying to overdo it. So I just made the month of December like Christmas colors. And then I always said that I would go back and do like a flip through, but I never got a chance to until now. And that's only because I was decluttering and I was trying to decide if I should throw this away or not, because I really don't have the room to keep a lot of planners and things like that. So I'm like, I have to get rid of some really old things. And that is pretty much it. And then that started the new year. And then it was a couple pages left, which I didn't really worry about because it wasn't that many. Like 6 pages left, so it wasn't too bad. And this is pretty much like my blotting space. So once I would stamp on something, I would just use this to like get the rest of, if you can see that, get the rest of the ink off. And that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on stamping? Do you like stamps? Do you like distress inks? Would you like to see me do a stamping spread? I can just get my social media journal and do one and show you all one. So just let me know your comments below. And if you stay to the end of the video, put a heart in the comments. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.